everyone. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to do a read along with Mrs. Proctor. The story is called At the Playground. Our learning target today is read common high frequency words by sight. Now you're like, what does that mean, Mrs. Proctor? All that means is that you are going to read sight words independently when you're reading this book. Now, most words that we read in a text really don't need to be you don't really need to sound out those words. Most of the English language are sight words. Those are words that you just remember and identify just by looking at them. And in order to do that, you need to read those sight words often, and you need to practice looking at those sight words so that you can memorize them, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at words to know. These are some words that you're going to see in the book. We, are, playground, and there's a photo of playground over here to the right. Many, add, play, how, basketball, all, and equals. Here's a photo of a basketball, something you use to dribble. You might have seen it when you were in class with Coach Waverly. And then the word add. The symbol is a plus sign. It's crossed over. They use that symbol to identify that you're going to add two numbers or two pictures together. And then, of course, you have equals over here. Equals is a symbol that's two lines, one on top of the other, and it actually will show you what those two numbers that you're adding is going to equal. What's the sum of those two numbers? All right, so we're going to go ahead and read our story at the playground. Nonfiction text, that's what this is, has a table of contents, so you know that it's going to be talking about real objects and real items in this story. It has the table of contents, so we're going to go ahead and start reading. We are at the playground, and there's a photo of the little girl and boys playing at the playground. There are so many things to add. Now he's talking about adding objects together. So he has his fingers up. So he's showing you can add your fingers together. One girl slides. One boy slides. How many kids slide in all? So you're going to add them together. It has, right here, if you notice, it has the number sentence. Those are the numbers. 1 + 1 = 2. But they also spelt it out. So they put 1 and then the word plus 1 equals, and we have that in our little box of words to know, 2. 2 kids slide in all. I hope you're reading along with me. He, let's look up at the top. Let's see if I can get I can't see the words I'm having. Okay, he has 1 jump rope and they have 2 jump ropes. So if you look at the photo, the little boy has 1 jump rope and the girls actually have 2 jump ropes. I think that's called double dutch. How many jump ropes in all? All was one of those sight words that we're trying to remember. Add. So then there's the photograph, and here is the number sentence. So you've got 1 + 2 = 3. Then they spelt it out. 1 + 2 equals, it's a sight word that we're learning, 3. There are 3 jump ropes in all. All right. One girl plays basketball. 3 boys join her. How many kids play basketball in all? And then there's that sight word, add. 1 + 3 = 4. And they wrote the number sentence. Then they spelt it out. So 1 + 3 = 4. 4 kids play basketball. All right, he grabs 2 rings. There are 4 more rings. How many? Let me go ahead and point to the word so you can see it. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to put the arrow on there. Let's read it one more time. He grabs 2 rings. There are 4 more rings. How many rings in all? Add 2 plus 4 equals 6. They wrote the number sentence and then they spelt it out. 2 plus 4 equals 6. There are 6 rings. She crawls in 2 tunnels. He crawls in 5 tunnels. Sometimes you see those on the playground where you can crawl through. How many tunnels in all? Add. There's that sight word. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So you have the picture up here at the top. Then you have the number sentence. And then they spelt it out for you using one of those sight words, equals. Remember, that's the sum of something. There are 7 tunnels. There are 3 red swings. There are 2 blue swings. How many swings in all? Add. 3 plus 2 equals 5. And if you notice, they took the photograph and they have 3 of the swings in one color and 2 of the swings in another color. So red represents the 3, and then the blue there's 2 swings, and that's representing the number 2. So you've got the number sentence, and then they spelt it out. And so it says 3 plus 2 equals 5. There are 5 swings in all. Oh, look at those little kids. They look like they're having a good time on those monkey bars. He climbs on 3 bars. She climbs on 5 bars. Move my face up so you can see the little boy. He's climbing, and he's got 3 little bars. The bars they're talking about are those little lines straight up and down. How many bars in all? There's that sight word, add. How and many are those sight words that we're talking about as well, and any. So I'm going to go ahead and underline those sight words that we're seeing when we're reading. How, many, all, and add. So you've got the photo. You have the number sentence. It says 3 plus 5 equals 8. So 3 plus 5 equals 8. There are 8 bars. He plays with 5 shovels. She plays with 4 shovels. Look, they're looking so happy playing on that playground. He plays with 5 shovels. She plays with 4 pails. I thought she had shovels till I saw the picture. He plays with 5 shovels. She plays with 4 pails. It's another word for a bucket. How many toys in all? Here's those sight words again that we're trying to learn. How many, the word all, and add. How many toys in all? And then they're going to add those 2 pictures together. Here's the number sentence. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 5 plus 4, and it's spelled out, equals 9. There are 9 toys altogether. There are 9 toys. He rides on one car. Did you see that word, he? Let's see. He rides on one car. There are 4 more rides. How many rides in all? So you're going to add, there's that sight word. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. They spelt it out. There are 5 rides. All right, now it's your turn. You try it. Now remember, Mrs. Proctor wanted you to just really concentrate on reading those sight words today and not so much doing the math with this book. The next recording that Ms. Proctor sends you, you will work on concentrating on the math. But what I would like for you to do right now is just find those sight words that you learned at the beginning of the book and see if you can read them all by yourself. All right? So see if you can find some of those sight words. All right, Ms. Proctor is going to draw on the board and see if you can read them by yourself. All right, so you should have been able to read how many, the word all. And then what about this word? I've taught you this word before. I know you know it, are. There are also 2 red balls. How many balls in all? And they're asking a question. All right, you guys, thanks for coming. I hope you have a great learning day. And I will see you next time, and we will add more to this story. I want you to really, every day, pull this video up and read along with me so that you can get better at reading those sight words. Have a great learning day.